Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest developing stories. We start with midfielder Ilkay Gundogan, as Xavi will have to wait to rest the veteran Barca midfielder. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about his transfer reports, as it has been reported that this Bayern midfielder Joshua Kimmich is unlikely to extend his contract, and so Barca are still interested in him. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Having arrived on a free deal in what many believe to be one of the biggest bargains of the summer transfer window, Ilkay Gundogan has quickly made an impression on the Barcelona fans. While the German has not quite reached the same level as the one he displayed at Manchester City, understandably so given the adaptation to a new environment. He has already proven he is key piece in the team dynamics. Gundogan has now played the full 90 minutes in 11 consecutive games across all competitions for Barcelona and Germany, and there is not a single game where he has not made an appearance, as pointed out by Sport. No rest since September 16, to be precise. Aside from goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, Gundogan is the only player to have played every single game for Barcelona, and bearing his appearance off the bench against Real Betis, all have come as a starter. Of course, he has also been involved in all of Germany's international friendlies during the 2 week break, only coming off the bench in one of the games against France. Thankfully, their Mannschaft do not have to play qualifiers for the Euro as the host nation for next year, which at least reduces the intensity of the games. However, it is still not healthy for the midfielder to be playing so many minutes week in, week out. So the Spanish outlet also points out that Xavi is well aware that his veteran midfielder needs to be rested, but may not be able to do so immediately, considering that the game against Real Sociedad at the weekend is a crucial one, and after Barcelona fell further behind top spot in La Liga, it may not be feasible to bench Ilkay Gundogan to ensure they come away with a good result against a tough side. Additionally, benching him now could be a risky prospect given his statements after the loss in El Clasico, which reflected his winning mentality and character. After he told the media that he wants to lead by example and the fact that the loss should bother the team more. Benching him now could imply those words were misconstrued, and of course, that there is tension within the dressing room. It is unnecessary drama that Barcelona do not need at the moment, and Gundogan's response was that of a captain, which he will look to back up on the pitch. However, it would be best for the German to get some rest as soon as feasible given his slightly more advanced age and his importance to the squad. The last thing the club need is another addition to their worryingly long injury list. Of course, we don't need that anymore. It has been so much, it has been rampant. Of course, gradually we are having some of those players back, and the hope now is that we don't have any more injuries anytime soon, as we have a lot of important games that are choked up. Ilkay Gundogan, of course, has been a player who has been on the limelight so much so lately, especially after his laments, after the anger he poured out in the media, of course, talking about his Barca teammates, the way they received that disappointing defeat to Real as if it was nothing of a big deal. And of course, this report is just trying to say Xavi Hernandez still trusts the player and still see him as an important cog in the setup. And of course, the fact that Ilkay Gundogan has played all games Barca have played. He's the only player who have played all the games, apart from Ter Stegen, who is a goalkeeper. Of course, have featured in all games as well. So just two of them have featured in all the games so far in all competitions for Football Club Barcelona. And of course, speculations if Ilkay Gundogan will be rested for the game against Sociedad has now been coming up. But from the look of things, from all indications, Xavi will still count on him. Gundogan remains an important part, and of course, benching him in the form of resting him might just be a risky one. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona had a huge uphill task on their hands during the summer transfer window as Sergio Busquets decided not to renew his contract for another year and leave the Camp Nou as a free agent. With little to no money in hand, Barca's options in the market were limited. They had been flirting with several names like Sofian Amrabat, Kimmich, Ruben Neves, Zubimendi, among others, but ended up signing a certain Oriol Romeo from Girona for 3.5 million euros. While the Spaniard was undoubtedly a stopgap signing, he did well to find his feet at the club early on. However, he has run into trouble in recent games, crumbling under pressure, both physical and mental, which is costing Barca matches. The Blaugranas know they cannot rely on Romeo for bigger games or consistently next season and will likely dive into market once again in the summer of 2024. One of the names that has come up again is Joshua Kimmich as per Sport. Kimmich's contract with Bayern, of course, expires at the end of 2025. He is not completely comfortable at the club at present, the report states, and a possible contract extension this year seems far-fetched. There have been untouchable or uncomfortable discussions over his role at the club, with coach Thomas Tuchel emphasizing that he is not a holding midfielder in August. However, after the game against Liverpool in pre-season, Kimmich disagreed with German coach's assessment, saying, "I am a no 6." The 28-year-old was a far more influential figure in the dressing room and on the pitch under previous coach Julian Nagelsmann, but has lost that prominence under Thomas Tuchel. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.